Diller-Odell Coach's Corner, a service of the State Bank of Odell and the Vance Curtis Funeral Homes.
The State Bank of Odell, proud supporters of Diller-Odell activities, wishes all teams, clubs, and groups good luck this year. For all your banking needs, including internet and mobile banking, stop in or give them a call, 402-766-3720, or online at statebankofodell.com. That's the State Bank of Odell, member FDIC.
Trust the Vance Curtis Funeral Home in Odell during your family's time of grief. Their unmatched experience will serve you well when you have other matters in mind. Vance Curtis offers more than the expected services and will assist and comfort you and your family in trying times. Vance Curtis Funeral Home, serving Southeast Nebraska in Odell.
Joined now by John Mohr, head coach of the Diller-Odell girls. First off, Coach, I want to ask, how's everyone's health up there heading into this Christmas break?
Well, we are pretty fortunate. We haven't really sustained any injuries this year, which is good, and we haven't really had any girls miss games because of sickness. There's been one or two that have missed a practice here and there, but so far, knock on wood, so hopefully we can get to the Christmas break healthy.
Exactly. That's always the goal. And before we kind of jump into this season, I've been asking coaches, everyone's got their own different opinion, but how do you attack this Christmas break in terms of, keeping the team active and engaged?
Well, we have a game tonight, and that will be our last game before the break, and then we could have 3 days of practice. And 2 of those days I'm sure we'll have just because we have school. And I just kind of tell the girls to get away from basketball for 5 days or whatever. Enjoy your families, enjoy your time off, and we'll just pick it up hard when we come back from the break. Don't worry too much about it. Just enjoy the holidays.
And that's, I think, the most important part. It's still high school basketball. Let's enjoy some of this time we've got. Now, you guys have started off pretty decent here, 4-2 record. What have you seen, I guess, from the execution standpoint is always where coaches are kind of looking on in this season? How do you think the girls have done first part of the season here? Well,
a little inconsistent. Again, I think I told you in our last interview how young we were, and the first week we were pretty good, but we played some teams that haven't had success, and then we played some tougher teams in week 2. And they, we had some bad quarters in those games, and we lost 2 games there to Thayer Central and Sterling, 2 good teams. And then last week, though, we kind of rebounded. We played 2 undefeated teams in Johnson Brock and Lewiston, and we were fortunate to come away with some victories. But offensively, we're still trying to find ourselves. We're trying to find some successful rotations, and just having the girls play together a little bit more has helped. And defensively, I'm not totally disappointed. I think we foul too much, and the other teams have exploited that as they've made their free throws. I would say we're still inconsistent with both offense and defense, but I saw improvement from week 2 to week 3, so that's a positive.
Now, you hit on a game tonight, an out-of-state game. You're traveling down to Hanover to face the Wildcats down here. What do you want to see from your girls, overall for the game?
Well, I want us to be tough because Hanover, they've had our number the last few years, and we played them last year on our court, and they took it to us. I think they had somewhere like 25 to 30 offensive rebounds, and they just kind of dominated us in that regard. And so we want to be tough. They're going to run up and down the court, and they got some good athletes and stuff, and they're always good in both boys and girls basketball, and it's tough to play down there in their gym. So I just want us to show up and be tough and, not be satisfied that we got 2 wins last week here in Nebraska. Let's go out because I'm sure Hanover will have a winning record at the end of the year, so that'll help us in wild card points against good teams. So it's a good way to go out, our neighbor, and be a little bit of a rival there. So hopefully we can show up and just play tough tonight.
And hopefully, yes, it'll be a good game. I will be down there on the call as you guys take on the Wildcats. But for today, Coach, that's all I got for you. Once again, joined by John Mohr, head coach of the Diller-Odell girls. Appreciate your time as always, Coach, and hopefully we'll be able to see you tonight.
Okay, thanks a lot, Max. If I don't talk to you, have a Merry Christmas.
Diller-Odell Coach's Corner, a service of the State Bank of Odell and the Vance Curtis Funeral Homes.